Hi there, Internet. I'm Polar the Polar Bear, and welcome to another episode of the Microbear Gourmet. Before I start here, I just want to announce we got a bunch of new stuff coming up, limited time only things. The Taco Bell, well, I guess the Taco Bell Volcano Quesarito technically isn't limited time, it's just new, but we got that coming up. I had a request for the loaded Doritos, so that's coming up. Melissa and I tried that over the previous weekend here. Um, we also tried the new, and this one is limited time. It's Ghost Pepper Sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings, and it actually, I don't know if you can still see it, but it actually physically, like, I got a caustic burn and it seared off part of my tongue. Not like a whole chunk fell off or anything, but like the couple top layers of skin on one part of my tongue got burned off, and it like burned up the bottom of my tongue. So it was a little intense. Anyway, all that's coming up here within the next couple of weeks on Wednesdays and Fridays. And without further ado, the product we are trying this morning is the Banquet Brown and Serve. These are original. These are sausage patties. I've done the links on the channel before. You can find those. I'll put a link to the video in the description down below if you want to go watch that video. The main difference between these and those, generally speaking, is going to be textural, and also these are not quite as easy to, like, the links you can chop up a bit more easily to throw them into something. If you're making an omelet and you just want some quick sausage, you don't want to have to fry up sausage or whatever. These are about $2, and I get them at Fred Meyer. They are, nutrition speaking, they're pretty bad for you. Only 150 calories a serving, but 120 of those are from fat. So it's just like, it's almost pure fat. Which is why it tastes good. But serving size is 2 of these, and there are 8 of them in a container, so 4 servings total. Again, it's mostly fat. None of it trans fat, though, for those of you who are concerned about that kind of thing. It's 4.5 saturated and 13 grams overall. A little bit of cholesterol, nothing you have to be worried about. 350 milligrams of sodium, kind of high, not super high. Small amount of sugar, like less than 1 gram as a preservative. 6 grams of protein, which isn't much considering it's basically meat. I guess it's really poor quality meat and it's mostly fat. But again, that's why it tastes good. So yeah, that's for nutrition. You don't have to prepare them this way, but me personally, I like to put a paper towel down, put the sausages down, put another paper towel over the top, cook them 2.5 minutes on high, then get another paper towel and dab like the grease off. That way you're not just eating like super greasy sausage. So let's get to tasting. They should look like that, and they tend to get like a little hard, a little crispy. Not a lot unless you overcook them, though. If you overcook them, even by a couple of seconds, they start to get coarse pretty quickly. So I would not recommend overcooking. Smell like delicious breakfast sausage. Alright, so, taste-wise, good stuff. You can't really, I don't know, I think it's really hard to mess breakfast sausage up, but then I really like breakfast sausage. If you don't, you're probably not going to like that, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes like, not a great breakfast sausage, but a pretty good breakfast sausage. I mean, it is microwavable, and again, the meat is kind of low quality, but not bad. As far as rating goes, I give it about, I don't quite give it a 7. I'd like to, but It's just what I'd like to do with something like this is put it on other stuff. Like I'd like to cook some of that up and hack it up, maybe put it in an omelet or a breakfast burrito that I'm making at home. And the taste of sausage isn't strong enough to come through in those situations, which for me is unfortunate because I really, if there was a bigger kick of sausage, I'd be much happier with it. So 6 out of 10. Still recommend though, like if you want sausage on the side of something, like you're making breakfast, you want sausage on the side, but you don't want to have to deal with a frying pan and grease popping up and hitting you while you're, making sausage in your underwear, bacon, whatever. Then go ahead and get some of these. 2.5 minutes in the microwave when you're done, and they're adequate. So, thank you for joining me on another episode of the Microbear Gourmet. Oh, excuse me. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all again very, very soon.